our minds this morning. Hello, everybody. Happy Premier Rodeo Wednesday. It is officially July 1st.
July 1st, almost 250 years that the US of A has been around, Lindsay Lee.
We are officially into the heat of rodeo season. Obviously, I am not in my office this morning, and I roped a calf around the ears last night at the Greeley Stampede. So we spent the night here. I have my helper, Mr. Weston, with me, and we are gonna head home for a baseball game and then turn around and come back up for a couple rodeos to celebrate America 250. It's awesome. And I think it's so cool to think that they're having a rodeo in like Washington D.C. on the Washington Mall, and just celebrating rodeo's history. And it's pretty cool that we are part of that. So happy birthday, America.
And not to switch to kind of a more sad note, but I do want to keep in our prayers and just say that we're thinking about everyone affected already by all these wildfires that are happening. We've got some really close to you, Lindsay, and
yeah, really close to us. Yeah, really close to us. And in Utah, I mean, all of the western states, everybody is so dry, and just pray for rain. And we're thinking about everybody, and if there's anything that PWR can do to help, if people have lost their things or anything like that, I hope everybody reaches out to us, because it's scary. It happens so fast. And if you are in the western states, just appreciate fireworks from a video screen and don't buy any, and don't don't do the things. It's even, I mean, it's dry in Farson, it's dry everywhere. It's dry.
It's dry
in California. Yeah. So it's kind
of alfalfa to grow. Hay is going to be interesting this year. Yeah, we're in a trying time, and just praying for everybody that they stay safe. But yeah, I don't even know if sparklers are a good idea, but just have some different fun during the 4th this year.
Just watch it from the TV screen.
Yeah.
Sammy Joe, we had some cool things happen this last weekend. We had the next gambler, PWR bull rider, get qualified for the PWR championship with the Austin Gamblers. Have a great event where they kind of find their next, it's out, y'all think about it as like tryouts for an NFL team, and if you enter, you have a chance to try to kind of make the team. And that's exactly what the next gambler is. And they had a women's bull riding showcase, and thank you to them for believing in the ladies. And it was pretty cool. And Johnny Jonkowski, if you don't know who she is, she's a legend in bull riding, honestly, and has a great story. And they did a documentary about her that just came out last April, and she was their honorary coach, and it was pretty cool to be able to follow along. Thank you to Jordan Halverson for giving us the inside scoop and doing a social media takeover for us. So I hope everybody enjoyed that. And
Lindsay, as the PWR commissioner, I would love to hear your thoughts really quick, and I'm putting you on the spot here, but there were some viral moments of our buddy the bull not bucking very well. And I think that I would love to just hear, like, in terms of where women's bull riding is headed, and, that stuff happens, but I guess just thoughts on what's to come, but how we face that.
Just like anything, it doesn't matter if it's in the breakaway or the team roping. The rough stock animals don't have the best day, and it happens. And she was offered a re-ride. She didn't take the re-ride because there was only 6 girls, and there was some money up for grabs. And at that point, only one other person had rode. So, I mean, you have to make financial decisions too. We've seen lots of guys be at a pro rodeo, be some sort of 70 and the only guy that rides, and he gets the whole purse and wins, $10,000 at a, little amateur or little rodeo with a small purse. So it happens. I mean, Here's the other thing that I want everybody to realize is that nobody wants anybody to get hurt, and nobody, especially PWR, we want to make sure that the bulls are to the caliber that the girls can ride and that are of their ability. And with that being said, nobody, I mean, look at bulls like, I'll just use my family's bulls for instance, like Bushwhacker. He was rode maybe like 3 times, and I can't imagine putting a female on him. We're built different. Everybody knows that. I mean, biology is fun, isn't it? And women's equilibrium, women's center of balance, the way women's bodies are built are different than men. And so with that being said, we want to make sure that the bulls are safe, and that bull just didn't have a good day, and it's okay. And I think that on an ability, like I still wouldn't want to get on him. I don't care if he had a good day or not. I don't want to get on him. Like
He's
he's
a
still
huge
scary.
bull. Yeah.
He still weighs 15 to 1700 pounds, and yeah, he wasn't hard, but he's still a bull. And I just think that everybody needs to just appreciate that everybody is seeing that there's difference in women and men when it comes to bull riding, and that we're trying to find that happy medium of good bulls that are gonna turn back and buck and do the things that bulls need to do to showcase bull riding, but do it on a feminine side. So
Yeah. And I
that's
think
all I'm gonna
just,
say about that.
yeah, to recap, PWR is expanding. Stay on the lookout for more opportunities to compete in the women's bull riding with us. So we're super excited to have both ranch bronc riding and women's bull riding a part of PWR now. And yeah, stay tuned. So more to
Yeah.
come.
So we have some great events happening this weekend with our qualifier series. All of our barrel racers and an amazing partnership with MBHA. We love our friends at the MBHA. If you are in Perry, Georgia, make sure that you go on to Saddlebook and get into that PWR qualifier series side pod. So that is the only way that you can get that qualifier series spot is through Saddlebook and on that side pot, because it is with our friends at the MBHA, but you still can go on to the VRQ and nominate to accumulate points. So
Yeah.
lots of great things happening in Perry, Georgia to celebrate the 4th of July. I know that today, California's richest,
Yes.
our friends in San Juan Batista, California's richest. The entries open today for that amazing event. So make sure you get entered in the team roping and the breakaway. And those are open on Next Gen. And that event is in August.
Yeah,
What
check
other?
out. I
Yep.
just want to sit on that for a second. So
Okay.
californiasrichest.com. Like you said, those entries do open today. If you go to the schedule, it's a 2-day event. So August 2nd, there's an all-girl breakaway. Hold on, sorry. I need to go really quick, Lindsay, to her flyer. 1 second.
That's why you're in charge. And if you're joining us, make sure you tell us where you're at and where you're headed for the 4th of July. If you're going to some rodeos or jackpot team ropens or breakaway ropens or barrel races, let us know where you're headed. And make sure that if you are going somewhere and it is not in the VRQ, events at vrqapp.com can get those added. But let's look at California's
Yes,
richest.
there it is. So August 1st is the kickoff ACTRA team roping. And then August 2nd is our qualifier day with the open breakaway and the open team roping. We have had several girls reach out and be like, where do I pick limited or where do I pick challenger? When you buy your ID card, we classify you in all disciplines, barrels, breakaway, team roping, either as a pro, challenger, or in the barrels and breakaway as a limited. So you get classified. And then if you go and rope in the open breakaway on August 2nd, any points you accumulate when you nominate go with you on the leaderboard you're classified on. So you don't, when you nominate in the VRQ, there's nowhere that you have to select whether you're limited, challenger, pro. you just nominate the open. Everybody nominates the open, and then the points you earn go with you on the leaderboard that you're classified on. So I just wanted to break that down for a sec, Lindsay, because we have had several girls be like, where do I pick challenger? And also, when it's a format where it's like progressive after 2 or it's multi-round, you only have to nominate one time per entry to be eligible to earn those points. So if you are entered multiple times, you can nominate multiple times, pretty much match your nominations with your entries, and that allows you to accumulate more points. But no, you don't have to pick challenger or limited at the time of nominating. Those points just go with you once you're classified. So,
cool.
But yeah, definitely check out californiasrichest.com. Again, shout out to Danielle Portier. That event has been going on for over 10 years. It's an incredible event. There's a ton of sponsors that put up saddles and buckles and just incredible prizes. So we want to make sure everybody heads to California in August.
What else? What other qualifier series are coming up?
Well, I am, let me pull up our sheet here. So if you missed the announcement yesterday, Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway announced their qualifiers, which are also challenger opportunities to advance as a challenger or limited athlete into their semifinals. So they are headed to the Breakaway, and let's just pull up that website too and look at those, that announcement. So I think that's exciting and something new that they're doing.
A lot of fun to rope on the beach in California. Yeah, I'll tell you that
from experience. Yeah. Awesome. So they just announced this, like I said yesterday. This is the post. We'll zoom in here. So September 23rd, which is a Wednesday at Cal Poly University, Lindsay's alma mater. September 23rd through the 24th will be that event. And what they're doing, so again, breaking news if you haven't seen this, in the past, to go to the finals, so the $1 million 10 event round at the $1 Million Breakaway, they took the top 10 from the WPRA standings, and then the rest came in from the semifinals. Now they're taking 3 direct qualifiers from these events, and they get directly into the finals, and then the rest come from the semifinals. So it's just a great opportunity. There is the $1 Million Breakaway broadcast performance is what they're calling it, 2 full rounds and a finals. The top 20 contestants from that qualifier happening the day before get to go on and compete in that broadcast performance. So pretty cool. Yeah, and then they'll do their fall qualifier in Canada, Edmonton, Alberta, October 7th through the 8th. It says tentative dates, but be on the lookout for what Kimes $1 Million got going on. Chris Neal, if just staying on the topic of Breakaway, if you visit cnproductions.com, you'll see all of his events coming up. Dirk Webb, Ullman Peterson, pretty much any major event. We are working to get Cinch Breakaway on the books. So again, back to our website under events. We have a new look, Lindsay. So if you click events, you'll see the upcoming. But if you go to results, we now have these beautiful graphics on the site showing who has qualified. So definitely check out the website. All results and upcoming events are posted there. Renee Bowling has some events coming up that we're working to add. Kenny Zamora, we're getting his dates added. So again, if you have a Montana, somewhere in the north event coming up, reach out to us. We are working on finalizing these events, but I think it's time for our big announcement, Lindsay.
Drum roll, please. Okay. So I sit around and I brew on things to make women's rodeo better. And Sammy Joe has had to be in the sounding board for all of my crazy. And everybody knows I got a little of that. But I am very passionate about making sure that there are more opportunities for more women in more disciplines. And with that being said, we officially, as of July the 1st, have opened up a leaderboard and are going to have a Premier Women's Rodeo pole bending showcase. Yay! So, my heart and my dream is that now, like myself, when you graduate from high school, you don't have to sell your pole bending horse, that you're going to have an avenue to keep him and continue to run your horse for great opportunities. And, just there, a good pole bending run is so amazing to watch, and no one will ever convince me differently. It is so special to watch the horse's ears do this when it's going through the poles. And I'm so excited to have a pole bending showcase at the Premier Women's Rodeo Championship. And we will have more details about format and about what it's going to be. There will only be one classification for it right now for this first kind of trial year of having the pole bending. But really, I'm excited to share with everyone. I've been on the phone with a lot of different organizations working on qualifiers and working on formatting and working on kind of the best way to serve the pole benders, because really after high school rodeo there's not a lot of options. There is options with the National Pole Bending Association, there is options with the NBHA, there is options with AQHA and APHA with their world shows, and some of their horse shows. So I'm really just kind of working out all of those details, but know that today officially, when you go onto the VRQ, there will be a pole bending leaderboard opened up and you can nominate all of those events that you're going to. So with that being said, the other kind of hiccup or difference, not a hiccup, the only difference between the pole bending is that we will allow youth events to be able to be nominated in the pole bending. And so when you get ready to go to the Little Britches finals, when you go to the high school finals, all of those can be nominated in the pole bending, the Patriot, everything, like everything that you can go to in the pole bending can be nominated. So I'm so excited, Sami Jo.
No, I am too. It, again, just the ecosystem of PWR, now that we have barrels, breakaway, team roping, those are our main added events, equally added events. And then we've now added these showcases of goat tying, rough stock, and now pole bending. And again, I think it's just up from here. There will be some, invites, some qualifiers. So like you said, more details coming soon, but everybody that we've talked to is very optimistic, excited. Those of you that are in that youth world, you're already going and bringing all the horses to do each event, right? So it just makes sense for PWR, and we're excited to, add
It
another.
legit almost makes me want to cry, because I had to sell one of my favorite horses when I graduated from high school, and I sold him to a 6-year-old little, his name was Cody, and now I have another Cody. But I'm like, I don't know how many girls, and in the comments tell us how many of you sold your pole bending horses after you graduated from high school, because it's over and I don't want it to be over anymore. And I'm tired of all of these things, the same as the goat tying. After college, it was over and there was no more opportunities. And I just think that there's an avenue for it. And why not be the PWR, and why not be another place that you can, or, all these moms who train barrel and pole horses, now you can come run them. So I'm so excited. It took a little convincing, me, a little persistent. And it's funny when you go to leadership and they just kind of look at you like, holy smokes, crazy lady. But I hope everybody sees the passion and the drive that we have behind celebrating all female rodeo athletes. Yes, of the pole bending. I'm so excited.
If you're brand new here, you do have to be 13 years old and up to compete with PWR. You have to be a biological female, which we need to talk about the Supreme Court ruling too. But from there, you purchase your ID card. So that's in Next Gen, under profile, under memberships. You can purchase a PWR ID card. That essentially allows you to start nominating. So then you go to vrqapp.com. As of today, those pole bending events are live and available to nominate for Premier Women's Rodeo for the W27 segment. If you have any issues or questions about nominating specifically, the VRQ team is available to help. So support at vrqapp.com. Be sure to reach out to them. You can ask us questions. We'll get you in touch with the right person. But yeah, definitely start nominating today. It's live. Let's go.
Yay. Yeah. So if you have questions, you can email support at premierwomensrodeo.com, and we can accommodate those questions just in how do I get started. But really, if you don't have an event that you don't see on the VRQ, make sure you email events at vrqapp.com and they can get those loaded for you. And I can't wait to see pole bending in Cowtown Coliseum because it's so small and intimate, and you're gonna be in there. You're gonna be in the fight with everybody,
Yes.
just the same as the goat tying. They're gonna be coming in and just going through there, and I really do think that there is a place for it, and that now you don't have to sell your horse. You can keep your horse, and you can maybe, just like how, having the goat tying, it's opened up some producers to want to have open goat tyings. So now hopefully barrel racing producers will go, oh, there is a need for it, and maybe we can have some open pole bendings. And I had a really great conversation with a woman from North Dakota, and a while ago she had sent me an email and was like, hey, have you ever thought about pole bending? And I actually had, and I called her and I told her the news yesterday, and I said, I just wanted you to know that it is now an option for PWR cowgirls to continue their career in the pole bending. And I just pumps me up. I love it. I love that now there's an avenue for it, and that we're the ones that get to do it for everybody. So
Yes.
I hope everybody else is excited as I am.
Absolutely. And get your calendars out May 13th through the 17th or 16th, excuse me, of 2027. Those are our 2027 championship dates. So that's what you're aiming to go to and qualify for. So definitely block those dates out now and start nominating. Yeah, it's exciting, Linsay.
Yes. So we hope everybody has a wonderful and blessed. Oh no, shoot! I was jumping the gun. Let's talk Title IX. Yeah, because that's exciting too. I don't know if everyone has kind of been in the mix. I get a little, I have my shirt, everybody watches women's sports on right now. But I hope that people realize what was happening. This has been a really long kind of trial with the Supreme Court in regards to Title IX and biology of male and female, of the chromosomes. And Title IX is that there has to be equal opportunities for women that in schools and colleges that are federally funded. So if they have men's basketball, at a college or institution, they had to have women. So they had to have equal opportunity for men and women in sports. And so with this, obviously, I'm not going to get into the politics of people's orientations or any of those things. I love everybody. I hope everybody knows that. But I do think that there is a biological difference between male and female when it comes to physical attributes. And this Title IX is about funding, but really it's about keeping women's sports for women, biological females. And it doesn't change what happens in individual states, because obviously they leave it up to the states. And there's, I believe there's like 27 that can compete in women's sports. But I think that from the highest court in the law to say that, we need to protect female sports and activities is kind of a great sentiment to the states of like, hey, we see it and we understand it, but wingspan, muscle fibers, oxygen levels, just all of these things that are so much different between men and women, and to try to continue to protect that, I think is important. And like I said, love everybody. I want everybody to be comfortable in their body and comfortable with what they have going on. But I do think that that women need to be protected. I mean, because injuries and all of these crazy things that happen. And I just kudos to the Supreme Court for their ruling. And I just think we just need to continue to have conversations and be open about talking about it, but being fair to where we are as biological females. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Very, very well said. And it's been a long process. It's been interesting kind of watching the whole journey and those that have been going to the Capitol, having those conversations. And yeah, kudos to everyone that's protecting women in sports. So
yes, it's great. So we were talking about this earlier. It's 250 years, the celebration of the United States of America from their independence. And we were like wondering how many generations ago it would have been that our ancestors either came and fought for freedom, and it is, I want to know, I guess 6 generations ago would have been, how many is it?
6 generations.
How many generations ago removed is 250 years?
I'm Googling because I don't know. Let's see. Assuming the standard generational span of 25 to 30 years, 250 is about 8 to 10 generations ago.
I was way off.
You were
My
a couple
generations to be 90. My grandmother is, her birthday's tomorrow, but don't talk about it.
You're not in the average. Your curve is different. So yeah.
Happy birthday, Grandma Linda. Grandma Linda Rosser birthday is today, and I'm not going to tell you how old she is.
Oh, that's awesome. Happy birthday. She's 29 again. That's
29. Yes. Well, we hope everybody has a safe and wonderful 4th of July, Independence Day, and happy birthday, America at 250. And it's pretty cool that rodeo has been brought back into the mix for everybody, and one of it's the original sport of America, so it's pretty cool that we're being celebrated that way. But we hope everybody has a wonderful 4th of July. Prayers to everybody who's dealing with fires right now. Be safe on the road, be diligent, watch for the critters on the road, and go win some dollars, everybody. Go win some dollars. Get nominated, get your points. Don't forget to nominate. There's a lot of options for points now with these rodeos, and there's a lot of more points to get at these. So make sure you don't forget about the rodeos. And happy Premier Women's Rodeo Wednesday.
We'll see you next time.